And yes, we do see people spontaneously turning into Christians after they think they've witnessed some incredible event. But we see the same conversions going from Christianity to Islam, Jewish to Christian, Jewish to Islam. If Christianity was the one true religion, then surely everyone would be converting to that, and we wouldn't see it the other way round. And yes, if I had a personal experience, that wouldn't convert me either. I would put that down to an auditory or visual hallucination. This one time, I was about 8 years old. I hadn't been sleeping for a few days, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was a tiny 19th century hot air balloon floating in the middle of my room, and I could move around it, see it in great detail, but I knew that was a hallucination. But yes, some things would make me believe in a god. If everyone on Earth suddenly got cured of cancer at exactly the same time, then yes, that would make me believe in a god. But that wouldn't convince me of Christianity, unless it happened to just Christians. Why should your holy book be any more valid than any of the other religions? I cannot see any reason whatsoever why Christianity would be right and Islam would be wrong and Judaism would be wrong, or the ancient Greek and Roman religions, or Hinduism, or any of the other religions. Why would Christianity automatically be the correct one? And you talk about how people believe in God. People don't want to believe in God because they're sinful and they don't want to be judged for it and all of that stuff. And that's not a valid reason either. Atheists actually have fewer divorces, abortions, and there's less of us in prison than Christians. So no, it's not because we want to be immoral. We feel good about ourselves when we help people. When I see someone smile, it puts a smile on my face as well. And I feel guilt if I do something bad. Sometimes I'll even feel guilt when I'm not the one in the wrong. For example, if my daughter wanted to play with something dangerous and I didn't let her and she started crying, I'd still feel a bit of guilt about it. If guilt was something given to us by God or shown to us by God, then we wouldn't feel that about things we shouldn't be guilty for. Atheist morality comes from genuinely caring about other people, and yes, I suppose punishment might come into it as well. We don't want to go to prison, and we'll judge ourselves if we do something bad. We're not behaving well to prevent ourselves from going to hell, or because it's going to get us some sort of reward. You finish your video just saying that atheists are just in denial, they don't want to feel guilty about the things they've done, and they're just lost and need to come to their senses. And you say that no matter what evidence presents itself, then an atheist isn't going to turn into a Christian. Well, all of that is just nonsense. We're not lost. We've probably spent more time thinking about religion than you would in your entire life. I've been through Christianity, I've looked at Judaism, I've looked at the Quran, I've spent a space going through pantheism and deism, being a deist agnostic, and finally I am now an atheist, because God just seems too unlikely. If evidence did present itself, then I would believe in a God, but that wouldn't necessarily be Christianity. If I woke up with the power to fly, after I prayed, then yes, I might believe in a God. But such things like that haven't happened. Personal experience can nearly always be put down to just sheer luck or auditory or visual hallucination. We do feel guilty for things we've done, as I said earlier, and it's not through fear of judgment. We judge ourselves on a daily basis. We genuinely care for people, which is why we behave morally and treat people with respect. And finally, yes, you cannot prove atheism. That's a given. You can't prove a negative. oh, I can't prove that there isn't a teapot inside one of the asteroids on the asteroid belt. But if there was one there, then it would be provable when you found it, and then everyone who didn't believe it was there would have to say, yes, I was wrong. The same with God. We haven't found any convincing evidence for him, but if such evidence did present itself, then the atheist would have no choice but to agree with it. Proving God, on the other hand, should be really, really easy. If a God did exist, then surely we'd have countless evidence for him by now. But we don't, and that's why I'm an atheist, because I haven't seen enough evidence. If you want to believe in a God, fair enough, but for me, I don't see any reason to believe something purely because it's not impossible. Exactly the same reason I don't believe in unicorns, the same reason I don't believe in dwarves, hobbits and orcs, and the same reason I don't believe in fire-breathing dragons. Well, that's it from me for now. Until next time, guys, take care. See ya.